In this video, I'm gonna show you guys a super simple secret to instantly improve your drone shots. This works on any drone with any settings, whether it's a regular drone or an FPV drone. There is a ton of advice out there on the internet on how to get the best drone shots. There's changing your settings, doing the right stick movements, shooting at the best part of the day, you name it, there's a YouTube video on it. I first started flying drones about 9 years ago, and when I would go out and shoot, bring it back and look at it on the computer, there was just certain shots, like even from the same location, exact same drone, same everything, some shots would look way better than others, and I couldn't quite figure out why. Eventually, I figured out exactly why some shots looked better than others, and I've used and stuck to that rule my entire career since. Now, like I said, this has nothing to do with the type of drone, this has nothing to do with the camera, this has nothing to do with settings. It's all about how you're flying. Anyways, let's get outside and let's go do this thing. All right guys, forgive me for this weird setup here, but it's really windy right now, so I'm trying to use the car to like block the wind. All right, so out here we have a little island called Chinaman's Hat, and essentially I just want to talk about how big of a difference it makes depending on the angle you're shooting your subject from. So with a drone, it's really nice because you can kind of fly all directions most of the time. And I just kind of want to talk about which one is best. So from this angle, as you can see, the island is pretty dark. The whole side, we're basically on the shadow side. And it's a decent shot because you get a little bit of like backlight there. But as I keep working around the island, you'll start to see that the nicest angle is kind of somewhere in the middle of full sun and shadow. So as I come around, right around here, so you can get those nice light highlights and the shadows, that's really gonna be the sweet spot for drone shots. So right there, I mean, that is a super nice shot with the little palm tree on the side and all that. And I'm gonna keep working around, and what you'll notice is the other angle that really doesn't look good is direct sun. It looks decent, but not near as good as something that's a little more contrasty. And we're getting a really cool effect right now because the island is lit up and the whole background is dark, so that's pretty cool. But if I get all the way around to full sun side, so this side right here, that's also not gonna be where you're gonna be getting your best drone shots. You really wanna find that perfect angle right in the middle. Hey guys, just taking a quick break from the video to talk about some insane updates that a longtime sponsor of this channel just dropped. If you've watched this channel before, I'm sure you've heard me talk about Artlist, the all-in-one resource for everything you need as a filmmaker. A couple of months ago, they launched Gen AI, which basically allows you to create AI-generated videos by just typing in a prompt. And it is crazy how fast it's improving. First off, their AI image and video generator now works in any language, so no matter where you're from, you can type in a prompt and create whatever image or video you want. You can also now upload your own image and turn it into a video in seconds. And now with image to image, you can also modify any image to make it your own. So change the background, swap elements, or reimagine it completely while keeping the original structure. This is a photo that I took years ago that I've always wanted to turn into a video, and literally in just a few minutes, boom, there it is. Plus you can now upscale those clips to 4K instead of the 1080 that it originally was. They also made huge improvements to the AI voiceover feature, the biggest being voice to voice, which allows you to take recordings of your own voice and boom,
change it to be whatever voice you want.
It keeps your tone, your emotions, your pacing, and even your quirks.
It's actually kind of creepy how good it is. It is studio level clean.
They also added brand new voice models, so you have even more options. And once you have the voiceover, the new voice effects tab allows you to shape the vibe of your narration with just a few clicks. Want it deeper, warmer, angrier, more dramatic? Done. Once again, Artlist is improving and just getting better and better every single day. If you want to try all of this yourself, there is a link down the description where you can get 2 free months on me. As of July 15th, Artlist is also launching their 100K fund, which will give one of you guys the opportunity to bring your dream project to life. You just need to show Artlist your idea and submit it. Another freaking awesome way that Artlist is helping support creators. Huge thank you to Artlist for supporting creators and just making tech that's this powerful feel so easy. All right, let's get back to the video. So I'm gonna come back to where we first started. And I'm basically just gonna do a pass over the whole island. There's like a little beach down to the like lower side of it, and I'm just gonna fly past that, fly past the palm trees, and we're gonna get our shot from there. So again, right about here is that sweet spot where you're just kind of like at a 45-degree angle. All right, so I've got my perfect angle. Now I'm just gonna pass over the island. And when I'm getting drone shots, I always like to get as close as reasonably possible, just because it gives a nice little motion blur and it just looks really cool. So there, that is like pretty much the perfect angle to shoot this from. And what I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna flip around to the other side, because right behind this island, there's this really epic mountain ridge line. So I am gonna go to the other side of it, still at about a 45-degree angle from everything, and I'm gonna take a shot from there. So the two areas that I'm really gonna avoid are the complete shadow side and the complete sun side. So again, I'm a little bit too far to the sun side here. And I just keep this in mind anytime I'm shooting drone. I just kind of try to stay on the two sides where you can get the shadows and the sunlight. Yeah, so right here is a really nice angle, and the mountains to the left are really cool, so I'm just gonna do a little slow pan around the island. This drone is struggling a little bit in the wind, but it is super beautiful. Come around here, and I would probably end my shot right there, because you wanna see those shadows. Because if it's fully lit up, it's just not gonna be the most optimal shot. All right, so I'm gonna kind of come around, and I know there's some cool palm trees on the other side, so I'm gonna come down and reveal the palm trees on the other side of the island and just do a little pass. And boom, just like that. And you're just looking for contrast in your images. Sweet, so it is, the sunlight is really in and out right now. But I'm gonna do another example. But this really works for any subject, whether you're shooting someone in a car, whether you're shooting a building, whether you're shooting a mountain. So next I'm gonna get a little bit of a closer up shot. I really like this beach here. I think it's really pretty. And so to get the shot of the beach, I'm again just gonna come at a 45-degree angle. So I don't wanna go much further than this, because this is really flat lighting. As you can see here, again, this is not a bad shot. This is a really beautiful place, so it's kind of hard to take a bad video. But if you look at the difference between this angle and the angle that is at a 45-degree angle, the other one just looks way more cinematic and way better. Get my nice angle, there's some waves going. Switch over to normal mode because I want to start looking down this time. And so now I'm going to stay at this angle and just kind of back up and gain altitude while I'm panning upwards. And we're really losing the sun here, so this isn't going to make as big of a difference. When it's cloudy, you still do get some contrast, but it's not quite as good as full sun. Just like that. And I actually could change my settings a little bit, brighten it up. And I'll just do a short version of that shot. Kind of come up here, back up, and I'm gonna kind of like fade out to the right. All right, so I'm gonna pull the drone back, but that is it. I know this is a really quick video, but hopefully it was helpful for some of you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.